What if procrastination, overwhelm, and shutting down are not laziness, but your nervous system asking for safety? Mel Robbins' recent episode with Dr. Nadine talks about how stress and childhood trauma can wire the body into an overactive stress response, and how simple daily regulation tools can help the body feel safe again. Today, I'm not filming a perfect art tutorial, art therapy exercise. I am filming what it looks like to come back to yourself. Some days in the studio, I am planning classes, preparing canvases, cleaning tables, answering parents, recording videos, and trying to keep everything moving. But behind the scene, there are also days when my body feels heavy, my mind is full. I want to create, but something inside me freezes. And I used to think this was laziness. I used to think, why can't I just be consistent? And why can't I just finish what I started? But the more I learn about trauma, stress, and the nervous system, the more I understand that sometimes we are not avoiding life. We are trying to feel safe enough to return to it. So today I am choosing one small thing. Not a perfect painting, not a perfect video, not a perfect studio day. Just one gentle act. While I'm exploring texture art and preparing new workshops after the uncertainty, want to be back to routine and want to share something with people how they can explore different textures and different material to unwind with art. What you see online is usually the final version, but behind every workshop there are so many failed layers, wrong colors, messy texture, and moments where I think this is not working. And honestly, life feels like that too. Sometimes trauma gets stuck in the body like an unfinished layer. We try to cover it, ignore it, stay busy, keep working, but somewhere inside, it is still asking to be seen. For me, art became the place where I could meet those stuck feelings safely. Not to make something beautiful immediately, but to touch the mess gently. To add one layer, one scrape something back, to try again. So when I share my studio experiments, I'm not only sharing an art process, I'm sharing how healing often looks imperfect, layered, slow, and still meaningful. This is why I always say, create without judgment. Before I announce a workshop or a master class in the studio, there are so many unfinished layers, failed ideas. I don't know where this is going. I seriously don't know. There is a lot of preparation, there is a lot of testing. These are the stencils I ordered before the war happened. Before the war was like it happened. So I was expecting to do this in the month of March, but it delayed. And recently I just received this parcel of my rug stencils, which is a beautiful way to create those rug effect on the canvases with texture art. So I need to do the preparation, I need to think about the costing of the workshop, and these preparations help me to see what will work and what will not work, because the texture art stencils cannot be left over for a very long time. So we need to have a setup where people can immediately wash their stencils, or someone can help them to wash these large stencils. So while experimenting all this, life feels like that too. No one has a perfect life. If you know someone who does, please tell me so we can wish them well and hope their life stays that peaceful. But for most of us, life is not a straight line. It goes up and down, just like the wavy line we create in art. As women, we carry so much: family, work, emotion, expectation, children, home, money worries, relationship, aging identity, and sometimes we are expected to keep smiling through all of it. And men carry things too. Sometimes they carry the pressure of providing, protecting, and not being able to share what is hurting them. But today I want to speak specially for women. One of my aunt once said, a woman is like an indoor plant. If you keep her outside in harsh sunlight for too long, she may still alive, but her leaves will start losing their shine. And I never forget that, because sometimes life does that to us. Too much pressure, too much responsibilities, too much emotional sunlight. We are still standing. We are still doing everything, but inside the shine start fading. That is why art become my escape. Not an escape from life, but a safe place inside life. Even after so many years of teaching, painting, learning techniques, and mastering skills, I still have days where I feel lost. I still have days where I don't know what I'm doing. I still have days where the canvas feels exactly like my life: messy, layered, uncertain. But when I teach the texture, when I move the paste, when I scrape, stencil, press, and rebuild, something inside me began to soften. Art gives the body a place to release that words cannot carry. When we create, we are not only making something beautiful, we are actually helping our nervous system slow down and feel safe again. But how? It's very simple. When you start creating, your attention shifts. Instead of thinking about everything that is overwhelming you, your mind began to focus on one small thing: a color, a texture, a brush stroke. This focus gently brings you out of overthinking and into the present moment. Then there is a movement. As you can notice, while I'm doing this sampling, testing phase for my upcoming workshop, I'm just moving constantly around the table. Your hands start moving slowly, repeatedly, whether you are blending colors, spreading texture paste, drawing line. These repetitive movements send a signal to your brain: there is no danger right now. Your breathing changes too. Without even noticing, when you are immersed in art, your breath becomes slower and deeper, and your body starts to relax. And something very important happens. You begin to express without words. So many emotions get stuck inside us because we don't always have the language to explain them. But through art, through marks, layers, colors, your body releases what it has been holding: that heaviness, that confusion, that pressure. It slowly starts to move. And this is what we call regulation. Not fixing everything, not fixing every problem, but gently bringing your body from a state of stress to a state of safety. That is why sometimes, after creating, even for 10 minutes, you feel lighter. Not because your life changed, but because your body did. And now I want to ask you something. Are you still with me? Are you interested in seeing more behind the scenes? How I prepare workshops, how I experiment, how I fail, and how I rebuild? Or you are mostly here for the art therapy exercises, which I am planning to share every Wednesday as Wellness Wednesday in the month of May. I wanted to share this today because honestly, there is so much happening behind the scenes. I was not able to prepare a perfect lesson. I am still focusing on creating separate content for the school community. I was not able to create a polished content for the YouTube. But while preparing this new studio workshop, I realized maybe this is the content, the struggle, the experiments, the mess, and the hope. People often see the privileged side. Oh, she owns an art studio. But they don't always see the pressure, the failures, the uncertainty, the quiet rebuilding, and the courage it takes to begin again. So if this resonates with you or give you even a small boost, I want you to know, if your life feels scattered right now, you are not alone. I am here with you. I am also fixing things. I am also picking up the fallen pieces and trying to place them back one by one. And I have done this many times before. This is not my first restart. So I believe I can do it again. And I believe you can too. So breathe, pick up your brush, make one mark. Let art become your healing power, your quiet place, and your way back to yourself. Don't forget to comment below and share where you are in your journey. If you feel called to share your story, I'm here to listen. And please let me know. Would you like to see more studio vlogs like this? More behind the scenes, experiments, failures, and the real process. And now let me show you the final look of my experiments, errors and failures, and how they become workshop samples. These are the 3 canvases I've been working on. 2 are almost ready and the others still need a few final details. Some pieces are still in sampling stages, but hopefully I'll be able to complete them very soon to announce the workshop. You can follow my studio page Wild About Art Co. and my art therapy page Art Therapy with Sana on Instagram for more behind the scenes. Till next time, keep creating and take care of yourself.